classroom. So from here on out, I want you all to consider yourselves Ford's personal representatives, Ford Motor Vehicles' personal representatives from the rest of this class. Well, until at least I'm finished with my speech, of course. And the reason why I am choosing Ford Motor Vehicle Company is because I consider them to be America's most successful company, car company, which is all the more reason why they are going to need what I'm about to sell them. So let's figure that out in a second. As you all can see, this beautiful picture of cars, right? Can you guys put yourself in the red car situation though? All right, can somebody tell me what that red car is getting ready to do? Yes, ma'am. Merge, exactly, merging onto the highway. Now I think something that we all should know is merging onto the highway is one of the most complicated, most challenging parts of driving in America today. This is personally what I believe. So before I go further, I am going to really ask you guys for this next 5 seconds to embrace your imagination, all right? What I want you to do is, you're sitting in a chair, right? That chair is going to be your driver's seat. You are going to imagine yourself in the red car, all right? In the driver's seat. You're going to merge onto the highway. What I'm going to do when I say, what I want you to do when I say go, is to literally show me for the next 5 seconds, how exactly are you going to approach the situation as you're getting ready to merge onto the highway? I want you to close your eyes so you're not insecure about looking at other people around you and not watching what they do. I want you to put yourself in that situation, hands in the driver's seat, and then merge. Tell me what you have been taught, and I'm literally going to observe what you do. So, eyes closed. Eyes closed. Do you have both hands on the wheel or one hand on the wheel? All right, just as you're taught. Ready, set, go. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. I see it. So I saw about 75% of you guys automatically looked over your left shoulder when I said go. And I don't blame you whatsoever for that, because in the driver's ed educational system, we have all been taught that the first thing you are going to do when you are in the midst of merging onto the highway is quickly, what? Look over your left shoulder, right? To make sure there's no cars that's probably going to interfere with your car, and to check the blind side. However, have you ever thought about how much danger that action actually puts you in? Because at the end of the day, if your attention is over to your left shoulder, what's going on in front of you? Do you know what's going on in front of you? Because all of your attention is what's going on to what's coming out the side. And as far as you know, there could be a car with its brakes on and you smash right into it when you're in the process of merging. That's something that a lot of us have to consider. What I'm about to bring to you now changes the whole ball game, where you no longer have to break your neck in order to see what is going on. And I bring to you just in time for the holidays. Blind spot mirror. According to the Association for Safe International Road Travel, nearly 1.25 million people die in road crashes each year. And on average, 3,287 deaths a day. All right, that's a lot. And according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, approximately 840,000 accidents and 300 fatalities are attributed to blind spots every single year. Now, before we go further into this speech, let us first define what exactly a blind spot is. Next slide, please. Now, as you can see from this chart, according to drivers, where I got it from is according to Driving Test Tips, which was published in 2019, every car has approximately two blind spots, two blind spots, obviously. As suggested by the blue shaded areas coming from the red car in the diagram, the blue shading is the area of road that the driver of the red car cannot see simply by looking into their mirrors. The orange car can be seen in the red car's right door mirror and slightly in the interior mirror, whereas the yellow car is completely out of sight from the red car because it is in his blind spot. Now let's say that the red car wants to change lanes real quick, right? What they have to do, let's go over what they have to do. If the red driver wants to change over to the left lane where the yellow car is, these are the maneuvers he must take. He will first need to look into his interior mirror, followed by the left door mirror, and then briefly look over his left shoulder to check the blind spot before changing lanes. Failures to check this blind spot could clearly cause an accident. So that's approximately 4 head movements just to change lanes, right? 4 head movements at different parts of your car. However, the blind spot mirror changes all of that because you don't have to move your head. You can keep your eyes on the road. And I'm going to give you a video that really sums up how exactly the blind spot mirror works. If you can go to the next slide after this. Today, we're going to give you a real example of how a blind spot mirror is actually Roll pause. As you probably heard me say, let's crank up the volume real quick, and we can start that over. Today, we're going to be giving you a real example of how a blind spot mirror is actually put into action. As you probably heard me say in this class already, it's very beneficial when it comes to driving, especially when it comes to merging into the highway. Now I'm going to give you a straight example of how we can actually apply it with my own car. Welcome. As you can see, you are now in the driver's seat of this car, and you are currently getting ready to merge onto the highway. And what are you going to do? Well, driver's ed teaches us obviously to look over our left shoulder and to make sure everything is right. However, this is a big no-no now, okay? Because with the use of a blind spot mirror, it changes the whole ball game. And you may be wondering how that is the case. Well, right now, let's see it from a different angle, and I'll show you how. With the use of a blind spot mirror, as you can see right here, as I'm merging, I no longer need to look over my left shoulder. I just need to glance over at this little circle, because this circle shows everything that is going to be in my left lane. After I glance, I know which car is going to be there or which cars are not going to be there. Therefore, I continue to keep my eyes on the road, and my safety is ultimately in my hands because I have both eyes in front of me. And that is such a benefit when it comes to driving, and it changes everything when it comes to being paranoid behind the wheel.
Go to the next slide. Couldn't have said it better. Could not have said it better myself.